This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live tonight with 40 at 40, the month 2 recap, fans. Good to be back here on the Great Legend Show, coming at you live just like how I like to do it. But, fans, we had a great night last night. We had Legends live auction. We had Undisputed Frost and Big Bear Comics there. Man, it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of good stuff sold, and that was awesome. So go back and check that video out if you want to see some great deals. Some of them may still be around. I'm not really sure. I sold a ton of my stuff, though, so had a lot of great fun doing that last night. But let's talk 40 at 40. So I'm in month number, well, I'm going to give you the month 2 recap. 40 at 40, of course, is my goal that I created for myself, my own program I created for myself, to lose 40 pounds during my 40th year of life. So at 40 years old, I want to lose 40 pounds, and I started it back in May, my birthday month, and I started at 230 pounds, and I was diagnosed with this non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I was getting tired, you know, back hurting. Back still kind of hurts, but I'm losing weight to try to help that. But just kind of off, you know what I mean? And just kind of in brain function as well, like exhaustion and all this other kind of stuff really makes you feel it, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't, healthiest guy or whatnot. But so started this program. My primarily way of the weight loss is through counting calories. So I back in May, I downloaded this app called MyFitnessPal. They have it on the Apple Store. They have it on the Google Store, Android Store. I think they've got it on, all the little stores for your devices. And if they don't have it, and I gave you the wrong info, I'm sorry. You can actually go to the website. I think it's myfitnesspal.com, and you can just record everything over the website. Create a little login, a little password, and man, start counting your calories because it really works. And I'm not real big on exercise or anything. It's funny, when I had the MyFitnessPal program, it asked me how much exercise. I didn't put no exercise because I do walk around a lot at work and get up, get down, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I told the app, not like sedentary all day every day, but the next one up, real low activity. And they want the height, your current weight, and all that stuff, and then they'll your age, and they'll let you know how many calories you ought to be eating each day for you to lose weight. So very, very cool program. But before I talk about that and how much I weigh now, or how much I weighed at the beginning of June to the end of June, we're going to do that here in a couple seconds here. But we're going to first check the chat. And in the chat today, we got two awesome dudes. Who Dat Comics and Movies in the house. He said it sucks because he missed the live auction last night. But what didn't suck is the awesome time he had with his fam. Running his errands with the family is always fun. And we got Brian Spaceboy Jordan up in here. Brian Spaceboy 227 to be exact. And he can hear me because I tried this broadcast earlier and I forgot to unmute the mic, which happens a lot of times when I play background music. I like muting the webcam mic. Otherwise, you get the little echo sound from the speakers to the webcam mic, so it sucks. But I'm back live, and I'm here to talk about the 40 at 40 month 2 recap. And I'll go ahead and leave the chat up in case y'all have any questions for me, or share some weight loss stories with the fans out there. So, like I said, bring up the app real quick. They've got me at 1,770 calories a day, so I try to eat under that. And what's cool about this app is you search for food, and it shows it already. So there's a lot of times where if you have daily stuff, like say a McDonald's hamburger, not the best thing to eat when you're trying to lose weight, or like a Subway sandwich from Subway or something. Well, you type that in, like turkey, Subway turkey 6-inch, blah blah blah, and it has the calories on there for you. So you add that to your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack, goes right in there. And not only that, it'll include all those other nutritional values like sodium or fat or vitamin A and all this kind of stuff that's important in your life or whatnot. Um, Very cool app. I've used it way back in the day, and I lost a lot of weight with it. So I was like, okay, for 40, I'm gonna, use this app again and see if I can lose 40 pounds. So back in May, I weighed 230 pounds. 1st of June, I weighed 218.6, so I lost about 12 pounds or around 12 pounds, which was really good during the first month. So I was very pleased. 40 pounds, losing 10. I mean, shoot, that's 25% of the goal right there. So June 30th, I went 218.6. June 1st, June 30th was, let's see if I can remember this correctly. 30th was 210.6. So I lose 0.6, I'll be exactly halfway there. I mean, can you believe it? Almost 20 freaking pounds in 2 months, man. I can definitely, it's hard for me to tell the difference, quite honestly, because, when you look in the mirror, like physically look at the reality of the mirror, that's at that moment in time, the exact same time you look at yourself in the mirror, that's what you look like, right? And it's really interesting because if I looked at myself on a photo, not even so much on a video, but like a photo. Video, I don't know. I'm the great legend, so I can't really tell, whether I'm 400 pounds or 200 pounds. I'm the great legend, so it's hard to tell. But looking at a Robert Dowdy photo, like regular, yeah, man, it was like I could tell, right? And the photo, like that kind of style, I mean, when other people look at you through their own eyes, they're seeing you differently than the way you see yourself. Not that I have any self-esteem issues. I can care less what people think about, what I look like. I'm not, I don't have those kind of problems. But, and by the way, thank you for the 5 live viewers. I want to give another shout out to Thomas Williams, 8484, my boy Thomas Parks, the Dragon. And I want to give a big shout out to Comic Book Estate. And I'll go ahead and throw a shout out to my buddy Matt, Mr. Gretzky 9966, because I think they were in the chat earlier, but I don't know if they're still in the chat now. But big shout outs to y'all. And what was crazy was right when I was about to check the chat, when I was trying to film this earlier, I noticed that my mic was muted. And I'm real okay. Y'all can hear me now because my mic's not muted. But so I'm glad I'm coming in loud and clear. Who dat says he wants to lose weight. He wants to lose about 30 pounds. There he is, Comic Book Estate. Nice work on taking care of yourself. I did my 2 miles this morning. Hell yeah, I've seen Comic Book Estate. Comic Book Estate, you look like you're in great shape from the videos I watch. You look legit, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm trying to lose. Who dat also wants to start doing some of that also. Maybe doing some running, walking. Walking, I did some. Okay, I take that back. I say I haven't done no exercise yet. I did do some walking for like 1 day. I was helping my kid play Pokemon Go. So I decided to go out there and walk with him. And the crappy thing was, you come to a stop because there's so many of these damn Pokemon, so you stand still and you're trying to catch these Pokemon. So it's like, it's really, they say it's exercise, but nah. I mean, you got to keep walking. You can't stop. You got to keep it going. But yeah, I'm going to try to get to my 40 pounds, and then I want to lose the 40 pounds. Then I want to start exercising and building some muscle tone and things like that. That is the goal right there. But you know what? Funny thing was when I'm doing this calorie count and stuff, and I weigh myself pretty much every day, which my wife says it's not good to do that because, you may, because it all depends, whether you piss and poop some shit out, that gets rid of some weight. I was talking about sodium in last month's video, where you can have some stuff that's low in calories, but it may be high in sodium. My daily value for sodium is 2,300. And some foods have like 1,100 off the bat. So you have about 2 of those kind of meals, and bam, your sodium's getting a little high. And what sodium? Salt, sodium, it retains a lot of water in your system. So if you know you're going to have a lot of sodium, go ahead and drink a crap ton of water. You need to be drinking about 8 cups of water today. I need to improve on that. My water intake's been crap. I need to get back into that. But I'm pleased to be down to 216, no, 210.6. 210.6. That's the end of June number. Yesterday, I'll go ahead and give you yesterday's. It's fine, July 1st. Yesterday was 210.2. Very good. My dad's birthday was yesterday, so I did have some ice cream and a slice of cake. So it was 210.4. But still, you know, if you look at the big picture, like probably I would say week to week, if you do week to week, you'll notice it a little better because it'll drop more. My problem is the reason why I do weighing every day and I record my weight every day in the MyFitnessPal app is to kind of keep myself in check, you know, because I'm afraid if I don't do it every day and if I forget a day or skip a day, then the weight's going to creep back on me and I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to fall back into it, you know, which I've easily done before. Back about 2013, I weighed 193 pounds. I got down to around 190, but then I quit paying attention and it crept back on me. So the thing is, you just want to somehow motivate yourself once it's, you know, whether it's counting calories or make sure you exercise every other day or exercise every day or lift weights every day or whatever. You just want to kind of keep motivating yourself to look good, feel good, things of that nature. Like I said, for me, it's not all about looking good. It's about feeling good, and it's about being healthy. That's the main thing that helps me through some of this stuff. What else can I tell you? Any other good stuff going on? Month 2 was kind of hard in a sense that there was a time, like, I don't know if it was I want to say it was the 3rd week where it was like I was stagnant and, you know, I would lose some pounds. I was like, yes, I got down to 211 or 212. And then it went back up to 214. And then, but the thing about it is, don't put too much pressure on yourself and know that your body, you know, your body will try to fight these changes. You know, if you try to do something like intermittent fasting, I got a buddy of mine that has tried intermittent fasting. But the thing is, with intermittent fasting, you know, that's good and all, and I can see why you do it for religious views, because that's great if you do it like that. But if you do it to lose weight, I mean, the thing is, once you're done fasting, you're gonna go eat a big ass meal. You know, you're gonna want to go get some fried chicken, and that's not good. You don't want to do that. I mean, because it defeats the purpose of the long-term goal. So you don't want to do intermittent fasting and then eat a freaking, like, what, 8-piece chicken or whatever. You know, not that I could ever pack that in. And believe me, I love fried chicken. I got that top secret recipe KFC. You know, where the Colonel's nephew found it in the back of a family album. The Chicago Tribune did a story on that, and I've made that chicken. Oh, it's amazing. I love fried chicken. I want to give a big shout out to 2 good friends of mine also here in the chat. One of the main ones, this guy, I love this guy. He is awesome. He is one of the generation, I call him a Gen 1 comic book community guy, but it's not all about comics with this guy. He's writing his own book, and I think he's getting it published pretty soon. Um, his whole family are avid readers. Um, he has a Facebook page, Magic Movie Mesmerized Me, quadruple M, and I'm not talking about my good friend Gare, 1Z Angelique, one Z. That's for you right there. Well, no, it's not for you. I bought the Dark Freaking Shadows right there. Big shout out, 1Z Angelique and Hippies Collectibles, also another big fan of Dark Shadows. I bought that canvas off of eBay. I don't remember the artist's name, but they've printed that artist's interpretation of Barnabas's portrait of the old house, and it printed it on canvas, which was really cool. I never knew there was that technology, but I guess there is. And then I took the 4 bars, put them together. I got them from Michael's and J Designs craft store, and I stapled them, and then I found that sweet old-timey frame, and I strung it up, you know, with the wire, and it's awesome. Onesie, I'm glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Also, another great guy gracing our presence in the chat. He was there with us last night during the Legends Live auction. I'm talking Don, the Icon Comic Junkie. You'll never find, well, you might find a bigger collection than his, but his collections is one of the biggest in the YouTube comic community, and I'm glad he watches Legends Live auction because I'm trying to get rid of books, and I think he's trying to get more books. So, oh, Dark Shadows, bunk beds for life. Oh yeah, bunk beds for life, man. Heck yeah, I remember I always used to say that, man. Bunk beds for life. I hadn't said that or thought about that in a long time. I used to tell our old good friends Ben, um, Hulk Smash Puny Comics, also known as Savage Pitbull, and Tony from Cursive Man. I was always like, man, one of these days we need to do a big spin night and get some bunk beds up in there. You know, guys' night, you know what I'm saying? Tell some ghost stories or something. Man, that'd be cool. That's good memories right there. I used to do, my buddies Dan and John used to have the bunk beds. We do the spin the nights over there. Man, that was awesome. That was fun. But yeah, man, that's awesome, Onesie. Don last night fell asleep. It was a good 2-hour auction. I need to tell myself not to sell too many items because, you know, I have to write all this stuff down on paper of all the stuff I'm selling, and it gets to be pretty hard to host a show, to host an auction show, but check my own emails and bids and all that kind of stuff. Big love for this guy too. Davis Comic Finds. He said he's lost like 25 pounds in the last 6 months just eating different and exercising. Amen, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to get down as low as I can during this 1 year. If I do lose my 40 pounds before next May or whatnot, then yeah, I'll start exercising. Even though through exercise, your muscles will gain more weight because your muscles weigh more. But then again, you know, it's all about just being healthy, and I need better endurance anyway. And Comic Book Estate says, excellent. Davis Comics finds it's hard to stay away from them cookies, from the cookies. And he said his face looks huge in my early videos. You know, I've seen that kind of, not in your videos, I'm not, no disrespect, but I've seen that in some of my old videos where my face is a lot bigger. I've done I did this one video where I played Donkey Kong on my arcade machine, and I had a handlebar mustache. It's like, whoop, whoop. It was really funny. But my face looked pretty big too. So that's why I usually will have a beard, so I hide my double chin. But that's what I'm talking about. Big shout out to this guy, Thomas Williams 8484. The Dragon is here. It's great to see the Dragon. One of my first comic book community pen pals, aka, you know, we used to send each other stuff. And I may still have a package I have to send you, Dragon. I'm not sure. I may have to find it. Also, another Matt graces us with his presence. Count Von Strange. What's going on, everyone? My weakness is Jack's Pizza. Once you cook it, you have to eat it all. Now, I believe me, one of the ones I've eaten a lot of, well, back in the day, my dad used to stock up on these when they were $1 a piece. Totino's Party Pizza. Y'all remember those? Totino's Party Pizza? Me and my buddy Hank, you know, after church, we'd come home, boy, we'd finish off a pizza. Or, you know, normally he would come over to the house after church on a Sunday. We watch NBA on NBC and have a dang pizza. One a piece, man. Those were the days, man. But a lot of my weight packed on when I got married because me and wife, we always used to go out to eat a lot, which is bad, very bad. So it's always good to cook your own food. One other cool thing about MyFitnessPal that I've done is if you cook your own food and you have your favorite recipes or you want to record stuff like that, there's a section on my FitnessPal app, or I prefer to do this section on the website because it's easier. You can put in a whole recipe, all the ingredients you use, and how many servings, you know, like if, say I do breakfast casseroles that are 12 servings and it's a 9 by 13 dish, 12 servings, and it'll break it all down for you, give the calories. It gives you everything. So, I mean, creating your own recipes and things like that, yeah, it's a little harder, but you get what you put in, and I firmly believe that. Get what you put in. So, don't fret. Just enter it in the phone. I mean, it may seem like a chore, but if you're serious about losing weight, that little MyFitnessPal app, and I'm sure Weight Watchers did it years ago with the point system, to where they kind of had a good market on that thing. My dad was in Weight Watchers for a while, and it's where you would look through the book and see how many points something was. But the MyFitness app, man, it's totally free. You don't have to join anything. So very freaking cool. Um, Don says, we bought a new treadmill and I'm down 10 pounds in 2 weeks. That is freaking awesome, Don. And Don, I know Don's a big movie guy. Don has a movie channel where he does, it's Don the Movie Junkie, I think. So you can get on the treadmill and just watch a DVD. I mean, I've been watching every night in bed. I watch about 2 episodes of Dark Shadows, and I want to do a Dark Shadows video and talk about my love for Dark Shadows, because I first fell in love with Dark Shadows. Well, I can't talk about Dark Shadows. This is a 40 at 40, so sorry. I'll get to that soon enough. So Count says, "What's going on, everyone?" The legend, single equals yeah. Back in the day, single was skinny, man. I was playing basketball all the time in men's basketball leagues. Don says he loves those pizzas, and it's hard. And Hudat says it's hard to eat well in Louisiana because they got all that good food down there. Man, that's awesome though. And it is hard. I mean, like, it's a life change pretty much. I mean, I had to do it for my health reasons. Another thing I've got issues with is colon issues, and that colon cancer runs high in the family. And I've already had 3 colonoscopies since I was 25, and I think I'm up for my next one, so I got to get that done. And those aren't bad at all. They go in there and do all that business, but the worst part is the preparation. That's the worst part. It gives a new name to stuff like preparation H. But anyway, that's pretty much it, and that's pretty much all I want to talk to you about today in the month 2 recap for 40 at 40. I want to thank all y'all for showing up. Today I'm going to be doing another live video soon. I've got some unboxings, and I'm going to go ahead and unbox some of the comics from Lone Star that I have, but I've got an auction win from last month from Big Bear, a raffle win from Captain Cold Comics, and a heritage auction. It was comic Nick, ETA Nick would like that. I almost said Comic Book of Steve. No, ETA Nick, he's a big heritage auction guy. Comic Book of Steve might like some heritage auctions too. And I think tonight they're going to have another live heritage auction going on. And that is very cool. And I'll talk about that in my next video, which will be coming up at 5:30. We're going to be doing a Legends haul. I might even do a Great Legends show, and just mainly talk about the haul and things that are going on in my life pertaining to the world of this channel, comic book collecting, movie collecting, Dark Shadows, statues, auctions, man, just all this kind of stuff. There's so much good stuff going on. Injustice 2, I'm addicted to that video game. So I'll see y'all here in about 25 minutes on the Great Legend Show as the Great Legend continues to come at you live. And big love and big shout outs to everyone here. Calvin Strange says he started Dark Shadows on Hulu before. It was really good. I need to get back in around and watching it soon. And Davis says, just keep at it, Legend. You got this. Thank you so much, Davis, and congratulations on your weight loss journey and everyone else's journey. And big love for this guy, Thomas Williams, 8484. It's about time you caught a live show, brother. Man, it's good to see you in here. The Dragon himself. Man, known to Dragon. I mean, I've known Thomas Parks about as long as I've known Captain Strangelove, man. Thomas is G1 all the way. One of the Generation 1 comic book collectors. He collects all kinds of stuff. So big love for you, Thomas. Don, we'll see you in a little while, and I'll see the rest of you in a little while too. This is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.